Where the fuck is McClay?
Use promo code Bogcast.
Bogcast episode 32. Keith and Bryan. Take one.
Hopefully just take one. This sketch is on fire.
The Bogcast episode 32. Keith and Bryan.
The Bogcast episode 32. Bog and McClay. Sweet. I'll take this one.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, wait, we gotta wait on the director, right? Okay, this is the Bogcast episode 32. Let's get the sponsorships out of the way really quick. We are officially sponsored by Bang Salon. Come get all your hair needs, including cuts, normal cuts, vivid colors, extensions, shampoo and styling, all under one roof at Bang Salon. Find and message Bang Salon on Instagram at Bang Salon, at BANGDSALON. Use promo code
Bogcast
for 20% off your first visit. So come on down and get banged by Jordan. But if you really bang her, what are you laughing at, Don Reze? I'll fucking kill you. You think it's funny?
Not me,
Motherfucker.
Never.
Fucking laughing and shit. This is serious, bro.
I do want to give a big shout out to our cameraman Don Reze. He's really helped us out. So big part of the team down here that doesn't get enough credit. So we want to give him a big shout out.
Yeah, wave to the camera. Also, Little Mac on sound, killing it over there. Do you want to say hi to the camera real quick?
So these guys help make this show possible. It isn't just about me and Keith. It's also about these two guys. These are a big part of the Bogcast. So we just want to say thank you guys. So
Thanks a lot, guys. You guys rule.
hell yeah.
But what's been going on, man? So I just want to say right off the bat, for people who don't know, you fucking built the baddest supercomputer for the Bogcast. What's going on?
Oh.
The baddest supercomputer for the Bogcast.
Yeah, dude. So I just want to really say thank you and how appreciative it is that you did that. I mean, fucking, I edited the last episode, man, and it was just the first time I wasn't like fuck the entire time because it was just it was literally flawless, dude. Yeah. Usually my laptop would crash probably at least 8 or 9 times. I'd have to take little breaks just because I was so pissed, just of things lagging.
Oh, it's because you haven't learned the magic of not using Macs.
I wasn't using a Mac.
Oh, yeah.
I was only using the Mac for
I fucking hate
sound.
Macs. I don't know why. They're so shitty nowadays. For me, I want to be able to use what I want to use, certain programs, certain things. And Mac won't let you. And when they have problems with them, they're so hard to troubleshoot.
That's true.
So
I don't hate Macs. I actually like having a Windows computer and a Mac, like laptop or something. I think I like Mac laptops, but I think as far as a tower, I would want Windows, if that makes sense.
Well, that's kind of what we did. So my brother had built a gaming PC with his buddies had helped him, Darren and Mikey. Shout out to Darren and Mikey, big
what
fans
up, Darren?
of the
What
show.
up, Mikey? That was
dudes.
blunt number 1 at what?
Yeah, here you go, Darren. Blunt number 1.
If you want to mark it.
We appreciate that, brother. Classic. So they helped my brother build a computer, and I said, why don't we just make one for kind of the cost that my brother did? And we kept it, under a decent cost. We used parts and pieces from other areas, and
yeah, dude. Fuck, I just forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, it kicks ass. I know that. It's flying. We wanted to get the new Ryzen 3900X for all those computer geeks out there, but it came out like 3 weeks ago, and it's sold out everywhere because it totally outperformed what they thought it was.
Oh, wow.
It's like a $400-$500 processor that outperforms Intel's $1,000 processor.
Damn.
So you can't find it anywhere, unfortunately, but we figured it out, and we went a little tier lower. We did the 3700X.
Yeah.
And we're flying, and we still got a couple things that we got to add, but yeah, we just want to make it easier on us, make it.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
make-
It's
get
just
these-
crazy the progression now at episode 32 from the very beginning, and lights going out in the middle of the episode, fucking just crazy shit that we didn't know about. We've learned so much, and it's really evolved. I mean, we got these guys helping out. We're actually running sound on Audition now rather than Logic. I was just so comfortable with Logic because that's what I went to school for and shit, and I was certified on it and shit.
Yeah.
So I think Audition will work out more flawlessly with Premiere.
Yeah, I do too. I agree.
But hell yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
the
let's talk about
the
building-
Bogcast mothership is up.
So is it intimidating building a computer? I feel like I could do it. I've never built a computer. I feel like I could, but it would just piss me off for probably like a whole week trying to figure everything out. But I'm sure there's enough knowledge on YouTube.
I've built all my computers, so I've probably built 10 to 15 of them.
You've had 10 or 15 computers in your life?
Other people that I've helped
Oh.
build, and I built the HTPCs in my house. I built my gaming rig. I built all my gaming rigs before that. And at this point, it isn't intimidating. It's annoying because I hate troubleshooting PC issues.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's the worst.
I know what I'm doing, but it's probably one of my things that I hate the most, especially when people are like, hey man, can you help me on my computer? And I know it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
You've actually come over and fixed my computer a few times in my life and saved me.
And I'm okay with it, but I hate running into problems. And that's, you run into stupid problems. Even the most smart computer processing engineer person is going to run into problems that are super silly problems. For example, when I built this, I put it all together, powered it up for the first time, and I couldn't get it to come up. So I was just like, I got it, bro. I was just like, I knew this was going to happen. So I started troubleshooting, and next thing I know, I pulled the whole fucking thing apart, man, because I couldn't figure it out. And my brother's listening to me I've especially because of the cannabis, I've learned how to process things much easier. But one thing that's still just, sorry, I didn't put my phone on mute.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Was it pretty funny seeing your brother pissed?
He normally doesn't get pissed, so when I saw him, it was.
I actually don't think I've seen him that pissed ever. I've seen you pissed, don't get me wrong, but like super pissed. Because you're actually like one of the most mellowest, nicest guys I ever know. I actually don't understand how you don't get pissed more in your life, even before the cannabis, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, I think when I was younger, man.
You also you also wake up nice.
Yes.
Because you sleep on the couch when I was living with you. I would just walk by and you wake up and you'd always be like, "What's up, bro? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey, bro, is everything cool?" But if that was me, I'd be like, "Motherfucker, shut up, quiet."
Well, I
yo,
already
what the
know.
Fuck? Like I'd be all pissed.
Well,
You're so nice.
you
I don't get it.
You know, I used to be
True, huh?
I used to be really angry. I was quick to fight. I was quick to want to get into a fight, and
I don't even remember that. When was that?
I don't know, probably when we were in high school and when we started, 20, 21, 20 to 25.
I mean, I've seen you fight, but
I
it was
wouldn't
always
do
because
it.
you had to.
Yes.
I never seen you
Yes.
look for a fight.
Yes, you're
I never
right.
seen you go like
Only because I
wanna
had to,
fucking
yes.
fight somebody tonight.
Well,
But we had friends like that, which
Yeah,
I
just
fucking couldn't.
knuckleheads.
Yeah, I didn't want to hang out with, and because I don't like those kinds of confrontations. I like to go out and have fun, not fucking get in a confrontation and possibly get my ass whooped.
Yes.
You know.
yeah, for me, it's always been my first thought process is to figure out the situation, calm it down. There's no need to fight. First of all, I don't want to sweat. I break a sweat taking a shit, yet alone fighting. You know what I mean? So I don't want to fucking do it. I don't want to. And here's the other thing. I don't run. I don't even run from the fucking cops. I don't run. Period. So I'm not gonna get into a fight.
Well, can we talk about the one time I've seen you run? I've seen you run once. Okay. So this was backstory really quick. Just having PE classes and everything with you. I've never seen you run. You would walk the mile. The coach or whatever, and you'd just be like, "Fuck you, I'm walking." Like,
and
you
I
would
wasn't as heavy as I was back then, so it wasn't because I couldn't run. I was just like, why?
Yeah, you're like, because running sucks.
Yeah.
And So anyway, I've never seen you run. And then remember that night when we played at the Mason Jar? And we were jamming and some drunk guy was on stage being an asshole. And there's two crazy stories that happened right after this. Afterwards, I was loading up my vehicle with the equipment and shit. And I had my Samick guitar. And I placed it on top of the trunk. Well, going off in my peripheral at the time, I was dating Heather, remember? And some guy was hitting on her. That guy that was on stage, that drunk guy, was hitting on her.
I
and then
remember this.
DT was trying to break up the fight. Poor DT. He's always the mediator trying to break up the fight, but I've never met anyone who gets sucker punched more in my life than DT.
I've seen it at least
so
5
all of a
times.
sudden in my peripheral, DT's like, hey man, you're a little drunk. She's actually with one of the guys in the band. You should probably just leave her alone. And all of a sudden, boom! I'm like, what the fuck? And
it dropped him. I mean, I don't know if it knocked him out or what.
I don't know. I think it didn't drop him because I just remember seeing him going,
yeah,
like that. And then, so this is over here. And then all of a sudden over here with this peripheral, I just see you fucking running full speed at this guy. The only time I've seen you run, you just go, boom, and then dropped him. And then that dude's friend came up to him and was like, what the fuck? And then before he knew it, like 30 or 40 people
kicking him.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
I feel horrible
bad
for this, but
you
don't hit on the guy's the band member's girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially at their show.
And
then poor guy didn't
on
know.
him.
No, he's being extremely rude. I'm not saying he deserved anything.
No. Yeah.
This was a very bad incident in our early days, but
yeah, he should have just been like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, great show." You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy. But he was super macho, and he had a friend there. He thought he was super tough, and
yeah.
Well, the crazy thing is,
that guy got so fucked up.
I was sitting on the curb because it was after the show, and this is back in my crazy days, so I was out of it. And I was just sitting on the curb, just waiting for everybody. And I was just watching it. I could see.
Oh, so you saw the whole incident.
I could see DT walking up.
And you already known he's been sucker punched 5 times
exactly.
before.
That's the first thing I'm thinking. I'm like, holy shit, man. I hope he doesn't get hit. I don't want to see anybody fight, yell at our friends, right? But I knew, okay, this is starting to get crazy. So I just kind of stood up and waited. And then as soon as I saw him, go to swing, I was like, oh, here we go. And then I was just the first person there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That seems to happen a lot. I mean, that happened at multiple shows where it was like, I'm just standing there and some dude is just acting like a moron, hitting on Manny's mom. Was it his mom or Manny's?
It was his girlfriend.
It was Manny's girlfriend.
I wasn't at that one, but I remember that.
No, you were there. You were on stage. You guys were on stage.
Yeah.
So Ghost Life's playing. Where was that at, Chris? Do you remember? The sets. It was like a bar.
Yeah, I remember the names of those places. I don't even remember what they look like or where they're at.
It was a bar,
so fucking
like a gated off section, and then it had all the crowd, and then the stage here, and we're all in the bar, and Manny's girlfriend and Manny's mom are at the front of the gated in the bar section, so they're right up against the gate. And who's Manny's friend that was with him? Mark, but not DeCarlo, the other Mark.
Yeah, the
Greenspan. And it was those three. And it was me, my brother, Darren.
Mike's little brother.
Yeah, Mike's little brother. Us 4, and we're just chilling, and we're just chilling, drinking beers. And I think these two guys keep hitting on Manny's girlfriend.
Which girlfriend was it at the time? Do you remember?
Blonde.
Not
I don't
blonde.
know. No? Anyways, it was a while ago. It was Ghost Life. It was Ghost Life, so it was a while ago. So anyways, they're hitting on him, and you could tell they keep on going, stop. And Greenspan goes up to the dude and is like, hey, man, they're not into you. And this guy just starts talking shit. And then the other guy starts talking shit to Manny's mom and girlfriend.
And Manny's mom talks shit, so she's probably talking shit back.
So I just walked up to him, and I was like, I'm not even going to take a chance here. So I just started, I walked up to him like, hey, man, that's one of the guys in the band. And I just start pushing him away, like moving him to the side because I know we're going to fight. I just already know it. I don't want it to happen, but I already know it. I know where this is going. People are drinking. So I start pushing him to the side. Matter of fact, I walked up to my brother. I go, Chris, grab, I don't know what I told you.
You said, hey,
grab the gun, meet me out back.
Oh.
You guys make sure you break some bottles over these fuckers' heads.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said something about, hey, this is going to fight. If he starts hitting people, just break a bottle over his head. And
that's good. That's good advice. You got to take a fool out.
Yeah, if you're getting into a fight, you're getting into a fight. Like, it's a fight. And I don't want it to happen, but at that point, I just...
Well, the thing is, you don't know what kind of weapon he has, so you need to have something.
Yes. And trust me, you guys, Keith is right. I am such a pacifist, but there's just times where you know what's going to happen. Plus, a lot of drugs were going on, a lot of alcohol. People were, excited. There was a show. It was a rock show, a music concert. So everybody's excited. So I just started pushing as I'm saying, hey, man, I'm like quartering him off, and I just push him. And then I don't remember if I pushed him to the ground or if I hit him. Oh, I grabbed his face. That's what my brother's telling me. I grabbed his face and pushed him to the ground. And his other guy, I didn't even look at him because I told my brother and Mike, and Darren. And then I just started cherry picking him. I was just cherry picking him, and then the other guy hit me with a bottle.
Jesus.
No, he started punching you on the back of the head, and then like 5 or 6 of us broke bottles over the dude's head and knocked his ass out.
And that was it. And it was game over. And we helped pull the guys to the security. Security grabbed us, grabbed them. We told our story. They were first going to kick us out because those 2 guys were there because the general manager, those were his friends. And then we just told him, hey, dude, we're not into that stuff. They were being assholes. And you could tell he's like, yeah, they're assholes. You guys are cool. And these guys are screaming, we're bringing everybody back. We're bringing everybody back. And I'm just telling this guy, dude, just tell them not to because this whole bar is here for this band.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some big, badass people there that would have loved to fight. And it just happened so quick.
Yeah.
So
I understand. That shit sucks.
Yeah. But that was a different time, too. I think how crazy that would be now. I'm sure there's a lot of people that...
Well, I think about all the crazy shit that we've done, and then I just think about now and how that's just still going on constantly. There's constantly kids just doing crazy fucking shit all the time. Just drugs, fighting, fucking... Every time I go out, I'm like, there's some crazy shit going on right now.
And you could see it starting. Like, you could... I catch that stuff really easy. Like... Yeah. I just have like a spidey sense for it. Yeah. And now I just get away.
Another crazy thing that happened after you knocked out... Oh, sorry. I was pulling at you.
Yeah. Oompa. Where the fuck are you, Oompa? Come on, brother. We love you, Oomps.
Yeah. Shout out to Oompa. Another crazy thing that happened after you knocked out that dude and we all whooped his ass or whatever.
At the mason jar?
Yeah, the jar. That's actually right up the street, which is crazy. I drive by it all the time. Anyway, we're all like, this just happened. These guys leave. Kind of everyone's all, I don't want to say excited, but there's like this adrenaline. And then me and Bad Looking, I was got in my car and left. And we're going to the studio to drop off our equipment. And as I'm driving down Indian School, cars are just fucking honking at me. I don't even know why. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And people, like 2 or 3 cars, there's like, and I'm like, what are these people honking at? Right? So as I'm going down Indian School, the jar's at 23rd Street in Indian School. I'm probably at like maybe 7th Street by now. And I say to Bad, and I just have this weird feeling. I go, I have this weird feeling I didn't pack my Samick, which is the eyeball guitar, I was like, I don't think I packed that in there, dude. I need to pull over and check. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. So I pull over just onto the side street and get on my car, and somehow my Samick guitar was balancing on the hood, on the trunk, on top of the trunk as I was driving the whole time. So what happened was I had that guitar and I saw him knock out that dude, and I put it on top of the trunk and then ran over there, just fucking kicked the dude, fucking did all this crazy shit, probably had a few beers, fucking smoked a joint, fucking and then I was like, all right, let's bounce. Got in the car, forgot that I still had to put that on there. I could have fucking drove off. That would have flew off, and I would have never known. Just so like you guys know, but that Samick guitar was my very first guitar when I was 13 years old. I fucking mowed every single lawn in my neighborhood at $20 a lawn. Like, I worked my ass off for that guitar. Like, it's not the greatest guitar, but your first guitar or something, it's like my guitar. So if I would have lost that, dude, I would have fucking cried, just never knowing what happened to it. But the fact that it somehow balanced, thank God. Indian school is only 35 miles an hour.
Yes.
Because usually that sucks. I'm always like, why is this fucking 35 miles an hour when I got off the freeway? Right? This sucks. But because of it, and I'm all paranoid and shit. I was probably drunk driving at the time, being a young stupid idiot. The fucking thing just balanced on the fucking trunk.
So think how good your fucking karma is that whatever God out there said, we're going to figure out a way to keep this thing on there after you just got done drinking and driving, kicking some dude's head in, doing whatever else. Man, you got some really good karma, or that dude had some really shitty karma.
Or no, God really likes Samex.
Yep, that's it. Fucking A.
Yeah, dude, that's why.
This show brought to you by Samex.
Samex, send me some guitars, bro.
Are they still around?
That's a good question. Mine is.
Yeah.
I need to hang that motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
Anyway.
Craziness, man.
So fuck, dude, this shit's fire, man. So you put a Keef egg in it?
So I found this new dispensary by my house, and it had a really cool buy one get one up to an ounce of flour for first time patients. So I went there and I thought I had my allotment, but I didn't. So I was gonna use my first time patient there, and that's just a great. I mean, that's amazing. Buy one get one. So I went in there. And
I'm gonna edit this part. I don't ever want to know about that.
Yeah. well, they're gone. They're being bought out by Harvest. So yeah. So I go in, and my allotment doesn't hit till Tuesday. So I only had enough for 7 grams. So I bought a couple. I just saved my buy one get one for till Tuesday. I'll use that, and then they're like, "Well, hey, we have quarters on sale, and if you buy a quarter, you get this Keef egg or a space rock, they call it." And I'm like, "Cool, let's do it," because I had to buy some flour anyway. So I just got some flour, and I got it. So I brought it over, and they told me, I go, "What is a space rock?" So they're like, "It's concentrate, a ball of concentrate that is rolled in Keef." And then they told me, just roll it out into a long snake and then put that in your blunt or your joint. I'm like, dude, that's fucking cool as shit. I'll try that. Because I already put Keef and crumble on what we smoke.
That tastes fucking so good.
It does, dude. And it's burning really slow. And so anyways, that's what we had. That's so we got some really good flour.
Do you always get indicas or sativas, or do you mix it up?
I always get an indica dominant if I can. But if they have straight indica, it's always straight indica. I mean, we all know that fucking sativas for pussies here at the Bogcast.
Yeah,
so.
sativas for pussies. What strain is that?
I think that is white birthday cake or something like that.
Yeah, these strain names are ridiculous.
Yeah, they are. You know what I saw? I saw fucking somebody was selling Maui Wowie. Like, if that's the original strain, could you believe that? Like, that goes back.
I would say that about Alaskan Thunderfuck.
Dude, you don't see ATF anymore. Did you see ATF?
No. Did you have donors there?
Huh?
You know about Alaskan Thunderfuck?
Yeah. You never see it. You never see that shit anymore. No. That was the best. That was the best.
No, the best was Egyptian Green Wizard.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking, I had that one time in high school and fucking...
Yeah, dude.
Seen that shit since.
Yeah, that shit's no joke.
It's like kryptonite. Like it just glows off your face.
It's like primo chamber bud with...
Hang on. Humboldt County Hydro Chamber Bud Primo.
Yeah, with mushrooms.
Shit.
Yeah, man. That's like...
That's how we used to do it.
Yeah, that's like... that's, as Joe Rogan says, you're high as giraffe pussy. So...
Do you still listen to Rogan?
I do. I listened to the Bernie Sanders one. What'd
you think of that?
It was kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of funny, the little alien thing. You knew that was going to happen, but I don't know. I don't like politicians anymore, man.
Oh, I don't
like
either,
them. Yeah. So, fuck them. I really liked the Bob Lazar one. The Bob Lazar one was good, and here's why. The interview wasn't good, but if you're a fan of Bob Lazar, I liked how you could tell he has the reason why he backed off and like...
Well, for really quick, just in case people don't know who Bob Lazar is, just explain that just really fast.
Bob Lazar is the guy who let the world know about Area 51. Back during the mid-'90s, early 90s, he came out on a news report by George Knapp at some news station in Vegas. George Knapp, famous Emmy award-winning reporter, and said, there's Area 51's real. There's, UFOs there. I went and worked there. They have this, base on the side of a mountain. There's 7 or 8 UFOs in there. I worked there for a little bit. They were working on the propulsion system and what it was. And he came out and told the world about it.
They were trying to get him to reverse engineer it.
Yeah.
Like parts of it.
Yeah, the ships had crashed over the years, going all the way back to the late 30s, early 40s.
And he looks just like that.
Yeah, that's
that's the baddest shirt.
That's Bob Lazar. So he came out and he did Coast to Coast back in the day. I mean,
I hope he makes money off that shirt, but he probably doesn't.
He probably doesn't, dude. He had some crazy shit happen, dude. Like after he came out about it and stuff, he was in Vegas. He became like this little star, I think, and he hooked up with this stripper and got people that blackmailed him for money, and like all this shit went down.
Oh, damn, I didn't know about that shit.
Yeah, so he had to completely go
ghost.
He went ghost, and he also
I thought it was also just because the government was fucking.
Oh, they fucked him
hard,
big time.
Yeah.
Well, they've killed other people, man. There's another guy. Well, they don't kill him, but they do what like they did with that other.
The Men in Black show up.
Yeah, or the Clintons, one or the other. So, but anyways. So he came on Rogan, and another thing that he has chronic migraines, and I know exactly what that's like, man. And
what did you think about the other dickhead on the show?
He ruined the show.
I know.
He ruined the show. He just let Bob talk.
I know.
That's all you have to do.
That's all anyone cares about.
I just want to hear Bob talk, because he doesn't do major interviews. And now I'm seeing him with Rogan, like one of my heroes, and another hero, like as like Andrew Schultz when Charlemagne on there, just going like yes.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably one of the better episodes as of late.
Yeah.
I just am interested on your take on Rogan now because you've listened to him since the beginning, and I know it was just so different then compared to now. Like,
I like it now, man. It's very streamlined. I like it now. Some of the guests I'll skip a little guests.
Well, that's the best part about it is he has such a varied amount of guests. You don't have to necessarily, some of the guests I don't even know who they are, and then I like them after I listen to them or something. Even like there's some wrestlers that have gone on there. I'm like, oh, that dude's pretty badass,
Yeah. I don't know. I just going back to that Bernie Sanders thing. I think that Joe Rogan has become almost bigger than Johnny Carson. I mean, he has more viewers. I mean, I know that's sacrilege to a lot of people, but people compare him to Johnny Carson. I think he's bigger than Johnny Carson.
Oh, he's probably the biggest media platform out there.
I'll go as far as saying this is kind of crazy shit.
The most real media platform out there.
This is on another level. This is on a fucking high as giraffe pussy level. I think Joe Rogan is causing a paradigm shift in the way humans evolve.
Yeah, and the way they think.
Yeah, because he's a gateway. He's like when you go the road less traveled, you don't have to go the road less traveled anymore because you have Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan's going to tell you the stuff that you want to, that you should be listening to.
Yeah.
So
he opened the doors to a lot more just free thinking. Obviously the DMT and mushroom realm. Yeah. Just the opening up the doors.
Just being a good person, man.
Yeah, and
not giving a fuck about the dumb shit.
I think there's a lot more people now who probably would have never even thought about mushrooms who probably taken them now and realized what a game changer they are in life and how they just.
Well, look what he did with was it Amber Lyons? I think it was Amber Lyons. She was like a news person, and he told her about DMT, and she went out and ayahuasca, and she went out and did ayahuasca, and then did DMT, and she's like, "Fuck this news shit," and she started her own YouTube channel called Reset Me, I think it's called, and it's just all about interviewing people about DMT.
Whoa.
She totally just jumped in head first. I mean, it changed her life.
Yeah.
So
I love those.
Was it
stories.
Amber Lyons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Episode 470.
Yeah.
Of the JRE.
Episode 470. So thank you, Jamie. Young Jamie.
Lyon.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I have a pact with a mutual friend of ours. I'm not going to say his name, but every September we're supposed to take 5 grams of mushroom, which is also known as the heroic dose. But I'm not gonna lie to you, that's like 2 weeks away, and ever since last September I've been dreading this September coming up because I just do not want to do it again. I just don't think
I can't.
Like I don't think I'm gonna force myself. Last September I needed it and I was ready, and I just really really needed it. And it was.
You're gonna say that after every time you do it. You're gonna say you needed it but you weren't ready, but you needed it because it changes.
No. But it's different now because it was such a profound experience
yeah,
that I don't need it right away.
Exactly.
I will need it. I'll probably need it next year or maybe, in the 3 years or something like that. But it was such a profound, overwhelming, crazy experience that I think I'm gonna have to tell him. Hopefully he feels the same way. And then we're like, yeah, let's just wait till next September.
Well, I know we're in the middle of the non-soon, but once we get some rain, maybe
I'll
things
definitely
will
do
change.
That.
Yeah. So we just need to get some rain.
I'm definitely waiting for that for sure.
Yeah. So we just need to get the rain. So let's is Joe Boo around? We can bust out Joe Boo.
No, I don't know.
So
yeah, that's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait for that actually. And then I don't know if you know, this Saturday we're gonna do the haunting in Scottsdale thing.
Yeah, dude, that's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
crazy.
bring that camcorder. I'm gonna see if Oompa will let us borrow the GoPro.
We can borrow. Chuck will let us borrow a GoPro.
I mean, I was hoping to get. I know you won't do this, but I really want you to have a helmet cam with like all your facial reactions, like when it's all funny, like. Because if you get scared, dude, that's gonna be so.
I'm
fucking
going
funny.
to get scared, bro.
I know, so we have to have a helmet cam on you. It's only 3 hours.
It's only 3 hours. The fucking big, huge GoPro hanging over your head.
It'll be fine, dude. I'm more excited to see your reactions than actually to find ghosts. I don't understand what you're scared of. Like, even if you see a ghost, how many people have died from ghosts?
It's not about dying. It's about that ghost following me home and then fucking with me every night.
And then if you realize he's fucking, you just say "fuck you," and then you just deal with it. Like, what's
but
so
how
scary?
do you stop
he moved
it?
Some cabinets.
How do you stop it? How do you stop it?
Fucking don't you spray your bullshit around and fucking I don't know. I don't believe any of that shit. I want to believe it. I want to. I hope to God.
I do too. I don't believe it, but
I want to be scared shitless, and I hope I cry like a little girl at Saturday night and see something. You know, remember when Josh said that an It character sounding came out and shit? I hope that happens. And I hope we get it on the camera.
Yeah, that would be badass. But I also don't want to fucking go home and wake up and fucking like The Exorcist, dude. That's my fucking...
You're just floating off your bed. Off the couch.
Christ compels you. Christ compels you.
He pisses on the floor.
Starts shoving up crosses up his ass. Like, fuck, McClay. Yeah, dude. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
He said he asked for your email, so I gave him your email to fucking send the info. I don't know if you got it.
I'll check.
Word.
Yeah. My fucking email, dude, it's a great email, and I love when I tell people and they laugh about it, yada, yada. But it's one of those emails that it also sucks because I get a lot of spam to it.
You know what I have to do? You have to commit an hour a day for like a week and just unsubscribe to all of that stuff.
Oh, dude, that would suck.
Yeah. I had to do that to like one of my main accounts. Or just, there's got to be a no thanks 33. I mean, fuck.
There probably
So there was a no thanks 1 and 2, right? Because you settled for no thanks 3.
I know. I don't know. I can't remember.
You had to have gone no
if
thanks.
That was
taken.
Yeah.
So you went no thanks 1. That was taken.
Or they like said no thanks is already taken. So we're just gonna give you a random number.
Yeah, probably 3 because
Yeah,
1 and 2
yeah.
are taken. Yeah.
That was my very first email I ever got.
You know what my very first email was?
Huh.
queefbog@aol.com.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It was number 1 try. No one else had that. There's no queefbog 1, 2, or 3. Fucking AOL. My dad still uses AOL.
You gotta be kidding me.
No,
Like as his homepage or something?
not just his homepage, but his email. But not only that.
That's actually kind of gangster, dude.
Yeah, but
To have that email?
But this isn't gangster. When did AOL come out? Like 95 or 6
Yeah.
or something probably.
Yeah.
So right when it came out, you had to pay $20 a month to like get the disc and load it up. So when think I was staying with my dad in like 2012ish, and or maybe even sooner than that. And for some reason, we were going through bills or whatever, and I found out that he was paying $20 a month up until 2012 for AOL.com, and I was like, Dad, you could go to AOL.com and type it in. You don't have to like pay for it anymore. You know what I mean? Like you had to pay for it in the original days.
So they were just fleecing him like that dude on Office Space.
Dude, not just that, but just think about the millions of old people that are paying $20 a month that have no idea that they're getting ripped off. Like AOL is making bank off an older generation right now. It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
And he just fucking canceled it. And I was like, watch, type in AOL.com, and the page showed up. He's like, oh my God. Because he thinks like you had to click it from your desktop. You know what I mean? It's like a program. Like it's a program.
Software, yeah.
It's like, no, Dad. You could do all the same shit by just fucking going to the website. And you think they would tell him or something.
No, fuck no. It's like that dude in Office Space where the Bobs are like, you know, we quit paying him like 9 months ago, man.
We're just hoping he doesn't show up.
Yeah, so we're just going to keep not saying anything. And just, if he does it, cool. If he doesn't show up, cool.
That movie
that
still
was your
holds
dad.
up. That's a fucking classic movie.
Dude, that guy that played that role is a great actor, Stephen Root.
Yeah, he was in Band of Brothers.
Fuck yeah, dude. That guy is a great actor, dude.
I've seen him.
How good is Band of Brothers, bro? That is one of the greatest things ever made.
Every time I watch it, I'm just like,
you can watch that thing yearly and just be entrenched in it.
I think I did watch it yearly for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Like, because my dad has it.
Yeah, it's just something you could always have running.
Yeah, it's such a good show.
If
all the different storylines. And
if I had like a dispensary or something, or like a bar, I would have a TV that always has Band of Brothers playing on it.
That'd be pretty dope.
Fuck yeah.
That's the name of your bar?
What?
Band of Brothers?
No, that would kind of suck.
Anyway. What are you laughing at?
Band of Brothers bar.
I think it'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Running a bar would suck, though. Upa actually just messaged, like, are you guys running? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, he should just come in mid show.
What time did you spark that one?
Oh, dude, I don't even know, bro.
Darren?
Yeah.
Darren, you got this?
Yeah.
Mark it.
Thank you, brother. That was pretty cool. So I want to talk about something, even though he's not here, because it's just such a good thing to talk about. How crazy is that story about Rich and his finding his brother?
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And he's like, I've never met this guy, but I'm gonna just fly him out and just have him hang out for 2 weeks, and they become like best friends.
Yeah.
You just found out you had a brother.
Like I always wish I had a brother, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it'd be awesome. I don't know what that's like, so it'd be kind of.
It'd be weird. I wish I had a brother too, dude.
Pain in the ass.
I almost that's why I didn't want him on here, right?
Yeah.
Because like now I got to hang out with him all the time.
Let's talk about that. What's it like,
go on.
What's it like, honestly, having a brother?
I don't know. What's it like having a sister?
I was a complete asshole to my sister
Bullshit.
all the way till high school.
Yeah, but then at high school,
I know,
you guys hung out all the fucking time,
I know,
dude.
But
Constantly.
I was such an asshole as like a young kid to her. You know what I mean? Like I was
the same to my little brother.
I asked him about that, and you said no.
Yeah, up until he was in high school.
It was more his friends that picked on you than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just wouldn't hang out with him. I would never hang out with him. You know what I mean? Because
I did that too.
It's like there's something with it's like the little brother rule. You know what I mean? There's the little brother rule. When your brother's around, you always get shotgun. Your brother has to sit in the back. Well, it's the little brother rule. You know what I mean? So it sucks being a little brher. I get that.
Well, that's what I thought with a little sister, but it's like different because it's like, no, you gotta let her.
Yeah,
like,
she's a girl.
What the fuck?
She's a girl.
So I got screwed.
Yeah.
But I would actually, I think I would rather have an older brother, and the reason why I say that is, I don't know. I just feel like getting picked on and fucking all that shit. Like the younger brother of like groups usually, like say in fighters or just anything, usually seems to grow up stronger in a sense or better. I don't know, does that make sense at all? No?
I think in a big family, I don't think if it's one or two. I think it's got to be like 3 or 4 for that to happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they got to be kind of close. So the littlest one, there's a certain one is always taking the brunt of the bullshit.
Because like when you're the first kid, you're just like the experiment. Like your parents don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're still figuring things out. Fucking they fuck up a lot more. Like all the mistakes they make, you know what I mean? They don't make on the second kid. You know what I mean? I mean they do, but you know what I mean? They learn a lot of shit. So being the first kid is tough sometimes. You know?
I got one for you. Think about this one. How old were you? How old was your dad how old were you when your dad was this age? You know what I mean? So like,
what? Say that again?
So if we had kids when the same time our parents had kids when at their age, so if our parents were like 24, like your kid would be 25 right now. If you had a kid at the same time your parents did.
I think about that. I think about a lot of that, our parents' generation, how they had kids so young. And just how immature I was, you know what I mean? In my 20s.
You know what I do?
There's no way I could have had a kid.
I thank you, God, that I don't have kids.
Yeah.
I don't fucking want kids, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, they're pretty
It's
rough.
a lot of work, bro. I'd rather be the cool uncle.
It is fun being the cool uncle for sure.
Yeah.
Because you can just do cool shit and then be like, here you go.
Yeah, your sister has 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. 2
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
That's actually cool.
Yeah. It's fucking, I gave a props to my sister because it's a lot, you know?
Yeah.
You have to do a lot of crazy shit. And I just feel like a kid myself, and I'm super selfish, and I like alone time, and fucking, I don't know.
Yep, I know. But you did fucking hang out a lot with her when she was in high school, and I think he hung out a lot when he got to a certain age, too.
It was weird how it happened, though, because I literally, because I got into Halo so fucking much, the original Halo, even before tournaments, it was just landing Blood Gulch 8v8s with our friends.
Yep.
I bought a second Xbox and put it in her room and just practiced on her over and over and over and over and over again just to get better so I could be better against my friends. And then eventually we would need a LAN. So we would need someone to fill in the LAN because we'd be like someone, you know, a couple of people shy or whatever. So I'd bring her, and then because of Halo, we became close.
Yeah, you guys would finish each other's sentences, man. It would become bullshit. Bullshit. You guys would get into a rip session on somebody, and you guys would zero in on somebody, and just it would be constant. You two would each just tear somebody apart.
Well, it's not like to their face. It was kind of like to each other.
No, you would do it to their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like ripping on each other. And then now I have Halo nephews pretty much because she met Andrew at a Halo tournament in Orlando.
Do they play Halo? Do the kids play Halo?
They're still kind of young. I mean, kind of just fucking around. Not really. Halo's kind of lame now, isn't it?
No, throw Bogfest, man. Bogfest too.
That was a fucking. I threw that just so those two fuckers could win all the money. They went undefeated.
Who won that?
Mighty and Cancer.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I threw Bogfest at my house.
So how much did they win?
I forgot the total amount of money, but everyone chipped in. I think it was $20, and then 10 went to like pizza, and 10 went to like the fund for the prize. And these guys were pro Halo fucking players, and they just came, dude. And it was when you go to tournaments, usually if you just get knocked out right away if you suck. So I had a tournament to where every team played every team no matter what. So everyone was guaranteed 10 hours of Halo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they fucking beat.
I remember. I was there for that.
You were there?
Fuck yeah,
you didn't live there then.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't because.
Hold on. When I did live there when you were having those.
Oh, lands. Yeah. This was like a.
Maybe not during that time.
Yeah, this was like this is one of the first lands because I learned a lot of shit because I accidentally plugged all the Xboxes into one power outlet and the fucking.
Fried them.
Yeah, the house fucking power went out and shit. I was like, fuck. It was super stressful because you know what I learned then is you can't run a tournament and play in a tournament at the same time because I'm all trying to compete and everyone's coming up like, what's the next game type? What's this? I'm like, motherfucker, what the fuck? Like you have to either do one or the other. So
you know what I remember about that? I remember I actually stopped by when you had that going on, and the reason I stopped by is because this is gonna be crazy, is because I had just gotten some ATF, because I remember it was winter, right? When you did that. Yep. I remember that.
Yeah. And
you were running around
Were you
everywhere.
in it?
There was
Were you there?
pizzas everywhere.
Who's your teammate?
I don't fuck. It was one of Homer's friends.
Who was Homer on?
Huh?
Homer wasn't there?
No, he didn't show up.
Oh, wow. Damn.
That guy Earl, one of his nephews or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I think you saw more of the Halo 2 lands.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
People be coming over with their fucking TVs. Be fucking
That's why my
TV trays
back-
everywhere with TVs on them.
That's why my back's broke, because those big ass tube TVs
Yeah.
going up and down
And-
fucking Checkmate's fucking apartment in Tempe. Those things are heavy as fuck.
And you all had a certain
Y'all.
TV. You all had a certain TV.
Yeah,
was a
everyone has their particular
Yeah, and there was the same
settings.
style.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the MLG TV.
Yeah.
I forgot about those. Those are dope.
You know what I found in the garage the other day? A box broke open, and 2 Dukes fell out of it.
No way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We should hang those up from the ceiling.
We should try and sell them, dude, and see if we can sell
Think
them.
they're worth anything?
Put them on. I don't know. Put them up for like $200, and just like as a joke. See if somebody will make like a crazy.
That's
eBay
still the
post.
greatest controller of all time. Did you just feel it and you're like, wow?
No, I looked at it and just went, "Whoa, dude, Dukes."
And then kicked it. Kicked it out of the way.
I think it's where the fuck does that name come from?
Jamie,
The Duke.
why is it called the Duke controller? The Duke controller is the original Xbox controller that came out when the Xbox was released, and probably a year into the Xbox. Well, when they released the Xbox in Japan, they came out with a smaller controller, and eventually the smaller Japanese controller became the standard American Xbox controller because everyone was just bitching about how big the Duke was. But I thought it was ergonomically the best controller. Also, the X, Y, A, B buttons were closer. They were like more like a diamond rather than a square. So you could, I don't know. I know that sounds retarded, but, or sorry, not retarded. You can't say that anymore.
You said the R word, bro. Dude, you just said the R word, dude.
Fuck. This is gonna be the first edit.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was talking about. This is just so much fire. Anyway,
That is, dude. That's unreal.
it makes me want to play Halo. I try to get back into gaming. As a matter of fact, I want to talk with gaming, have Zach back on again. But I tried to get into gaming recently, and with WoW, I played WoW for like 2 weeks. I was like, I can't do this,
Dude, they just released a new patch and have all this badass shit going on. And every time they do,
do you still pay for it?
no, fuck no. But every time I see like the new patch cinematic, I want to fucking play it, dude.
I know. Well, they make the cinematic so badass.
I know.
They need to make a whole movie of cinematics.
Yes, why don't they fucking do that?
Oh shit! Have you been restarting that one?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Thanks.
Fucking
Forgot about
save, dude.
Woo!
Yeah.
This guy's fucking.
Jesus.
You get a raise, bro.
The Duke controller was named after the Xbox development's manager's son. His name was Duke.
That's kind of crazy. Nice.
Interesting. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah. That was badass.
So, have you seen any cool movies or shows or anything recently? Or
Yeah, fucking The Boys.
is it good?
It's really good,
The
dude.
one on Amazon?
Yeah.
Sweet, I have Amazon Prime right now.
It's fucking amazing, dude. It's
Is that the one that Seth Rogen did?
yeah, it's got Carl Urban as that Billy the Butcher guy. But dude, there's this actor that plays this guy named Homelander in the show. He's like the Superman guy. Dude, he's such a good fucking actor, bro. It's gonna blow you away, dude. And I never heard of this guy until
Is
this
this based
show.
off a comic or just some original content?
It's based off a comic by the same guy that did Preacher. Garth
Fucking
Ennis.
Seth Rogen's just. How was Preacher? Did you watch that show?
I watched the first 2.5 seasons. I didn't finish season 3, and they're on season 4 right now. It just started, and it's the last season.
Yeah.
Preacher was great too. I mean, I would have done a couple things a little different, but I understand why they had to change it up because it's a TV show. You have to change. Your audience is different. So, but dude, The Boys is absolutely amazing. It is. It's that and Umbrella Academy are probably the two best comic book things that that have been put out lately.
Yeah, I saw a documentary. It's probably probably kind of old now, but it's called The Image Revolution.
Yeah, about all the Image guys.
Yeah, it was badass. And
Yeah,
you know,
now they
something-
all just fucking laugh at Rob Liefeld everywhere they go. They just fucking
Yeah.
laugh at that douchebag.
think so.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, the dude did a fucking Guess Jeans commercial. Like,
Wow.
what a fucking douchebag. And then he got too big of a head, so they kicked him out. And now they probably play friends, but nobody likes the guy.
Yeah, what my favorite part was how they showed is it Robert Kirkman? How they
Yep.
showed how he grew up with them and created The Walking Dead. I thought that was the baddest shit, and kind of banded them back together even.
You know,
that was awesome, dude.
You know what Robert Kirkman's very first comic was that he did?
Battle Pope.
Fucking
I know, bad as fuck. Right, I didn't know that that was Image or whatever.
Yeah.
So when
No, it wasn't Image.
When they
It was
showed
self-published.
yeah, I know, but when they showed Battle Pope on the Image documentary, I was like, oh shit! And
Fuck yeah.
I just thought I just love how they how he grew up with that
Yeah.
influence, you know, and created that
Yeah.
shit. And
Well, the funny thing about that you bring that up is at San Diego, the con just happened last month, and McFarlane had a panel because Spawn's getting ready to do issue 300.
wow,
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's a big deal.
does he doesn't draw it or do anything?
No,
with it, though, does he?
well he does little like pinups, or he'll do a cover here and there, but he does most of the story. I think he does stories and stuff. But he's doing some really cool stuff right now. He's like got all his favorite artists doing covers for him, and they're doing homages to the very first Venom covers, and it looks badass. But anyway, so McFarlane had a panel at Comic-Con, and he kind of got pissed because I didn't hear it. There's rumors, people were talking about it, how he joked about how he was pissed that Robert Kirkman canceled or ended Walking Dead, because Walking Dead's done. Robert Kirkman ended it in the comics.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it's a cash cow, dude. Walking Dead was the number one
for
selling
sure.
comic
For sure, yeah.
for fucking years, dude. By far, for years. And that could have kept going.
Do you think there's some behind the scenes drama why he ended it, or he was finally
I think he just got tired of it. He always knew.
But don't you think if that's your baby and you created all this, you'd want to end it better? I don't know the ending and I didn't read it, but from what I've heard, I thought even from you guys on Absolute that it was just kind of abrupt. Some storylines didn't finish.
It was kind of
don't
weird.
you think he would have? Don't you think there's some behind the scenes something where it's like, fuck?
Here's
maybe
what I think.
Maybe his contract was up and he had to commit to like another 10 years or something. He just didn't want to.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I just think there's something business wise in the
Well,
background.
they gave him.
Is there a way to look that up, Jamie?
The Image guys gave Robert Kirkman like a piece of the pie, and they said, "Here, you can have your own like you know how like they get labels, guys to do like artists. They'll go, hey, we'll give you your own little label if you come." Well, they basically did the same thing with Kirkman. They said, "We'll give you your own thing," and that's Kirkman's publisher, Skybound.
Oh yeah, Skybound. Yeah.
So, you could be right, but he was making good money. I think that it's all up to the person. I think that Kirkman's probably the type of person that always knew in the back of his head that when it got boring for him, this was going to be his out. And his out was basically move the story ahead, end the story abruptly, move it ahead 10 years and show.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. It's just like
That's stupid.
It kind of ended kind of cool.
Stupid.
Here's how it ended, though.
I know, but I hate when they just jump. You know what I mean? Like, that seems like lazy writing. The 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I kind of agree with you a little bit.
How would you wanted it to end if you could have had it? Is there a certain way? Did you in your head? Did you think there was a way? Were you even reading it?
Here's what I would have.
Did you read all those Walking Dead?
I didn't read them all, but I followed the storyline. I would talk to my buddies. Kyle reads. He got Walking Dead every month, so I talked to Kyle. I said, "What's going on? What's going on?" Because I quit reading after like they brought in Alpha. I can't remember what number that was. But anyway, so it was a really good story up to the point, but it kind of dipped. I really got bummed out because they didn't utilize Negan. They could have utilized him. Negan is such a good character in the comics. And they could have utilized him so really cool.
Would he get killed off or something? Or?
No.
Spoiler.
Yeah, fuck off.
Okay.
No.
Oh, God.
They could have they could have played off the whole Negan being the father to Carl, and him and Carl. They should have like moved it forward and had Carl be like the new Rick and Negan be like his
Did Negan go good, or was
yeah,
it,
that's what I wanted. Like Negan was kind of going good.
I
See, a good writer, in my opinion, will take a character in the first couple episodes or issues and make you absolutely despise them, and then he takes that character and through the next half of the storyline, he starts to endear that character to you, so you love the character you hated. So just like in Game of Thrones, you had the Jaime Lannister. You fucking hated him the first couple seasons.
I love that. I love that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
And
that
then
kind of writing too,
Jaime was my favorite character towards the end, man. They really...
yeah, we talked about
yeah,
that.
so it's the same with Walking Dead. You fucking hated Negan, man. That issue where he fucking killed Glenn, fucking bashed his head in, dude. Everybody that got during that day was like calling each other, dude, did you read fucking Walking Dead? Did you read Walking Dead? It was crazy, dude. In the comic world, it was crazy.
And sometimes it's good, and then like you'll find like a backstory of why they're fucked up, and then you feel sympathy or something for them. That's all you need. And then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Well, that's exactly what happens in Walking Dead. You hate Negan. He does all this fucked up shit. They throw him in a prison, and he starts being nice to Rick's kid. And Rick's kid's got this fucked up eyeball where he got his eyeball shot out, right? And Negan's telling him, dude, quit hiding that thing. Fucking start using that. Like, that's a fucking cool thing. People will respect that. And in the world we live in, just let that shit fly.
Yeah.
And so he started doing it. And you go to this page, and the final page, this chick that's hanging out with Carl, she fucking goes up and she licks his eyeball.
Oh, you told me about that.
That type of shit.
That's badass.
Is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And that's how you endear him to the character, to the people that used to hate him, because now you're like, that was kind of weird, but,
Yeah. I saw an interesting video on, I forgot her name. It's this famous lady in Hollywood. She's like a script supervisor. Because I've been just really trying to write as much as possible recently, but I want to become a good writer. And she mentioned the 99% of screenwriters, what they do right away is when they write about situations more than they write about a good story.
Yes.
And I realized, I think that's what I did on my first go. And she gives a good example of a movie I've actually never seen, but have you ever seen Tootsie?
Yeah.
I guess the main character in it, so what you want to do is you want to give your character a flaw. And his flaw is he's actually... he's kind of disrespectful to women and stuff. Yeah. But then later on in the movie, and again, I haven't seen it, I guess he has to dress and drag or play a woman
Dustin
character.
Hoffman, right?
Oh, is it Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah,
oh.
Dustin Hoffman, yeah.
And so, so he's having to act like a woman or play a woman or whatever, but that's the good story part of it is his flaw is that, and he's having to do all those things. You know what I mean? I just think it's interesting, thinking of all those kind of aspects, trying to get into good story writing and stuff. I was like, wow, I realized on my first go, I just fucking wrote a situ. I mean, it's compelling and there's funny shit and you could have good characters and all this stuff, but if you don't have a good main character with a flaw or some type of thing that, you know what I mean, then it's not. And there's a lot of things I realize that I watch and shows that aren't good writing that I'm even interested in, just to kind of dumb shit, you know?
Do you ever catch yourself watching a show like you did before you started thinking about writing?
What do you mean?
Because I sometimes if I think about it too much, I don't recognize the actual story anymore. I'm just watching cool shit that's going on.
Are you talking about when you're watching movies?
Yeah.
I can't watch anything ever now since I did do my shit. Yeah. Since I've been acting and shit. I gotta get some order. Jordan actually hates it too because I'm always pointing out oh my god, it's a badass shot, or that must have took 5 hours to light, or all this shit. Yeah. I'm always destructing shit. As a matter of fact, and then I get so distracted by it that I'm not paying attention, what you just said going on, and I don't know, and I'm like, what the fuck? What'd you just say?
Yeah.
Because I'm just really into the art of fucking making films and television shows, dude. I love how it's put together. I love fucking watching the making, the behind the scenes of all that shit, trying to figure out the shots, the cameras, the lighting, the lenses they use. Fucking, that shit's crazy, man. It's crazy how much people are involved in a television show or a movie, you know what I mean? For just one piece of art.
Work, dude.
It's crazy,
dude. It's a lot of work. Yeah. Yeah, when you think about all the people that are doing stuff on that. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of money too.
Yeah.
That's why it's such a big industry.
Yeah. What time are we at right now?
56 minutes.
Sweet.
Nice. But yeah, I don't know, man. I there's been very few things where I've caught myself like just being entrenched in the fucking story anymore. It's very hard. Other than Game of Thrones, like there was
Game of Thrones was awesome.
Yeah, that was the last one I can think of. The Boys was really good. I'll say that. That was really good.
I watched a show that was compelling at first and turned to shit. That Jordan got me into was called Sinner. It's starring Jessica Biel. It was pretty interesting at first, but then it just turned to kind of. It's like one of those shows that's on FX.
Yeah.
So you can only do so much. But
yeah.
What about Titans, Brian?
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. Titans is amazing. You've seen Titans. You watched Titans, didn't you?
No, that's on DC, right?
Yeah, I'll give you my password. You got to watch it, bro, because season 2's coming. They put out a new trailer. It looks fucking amazing. That was one of the best. Yeah, Titans was amazing, dude.
What is Titans about?
Teen Titans.
Those are like the brothers of all the guys?
No, it's Dick Grayson, Nightwing, Starfire, Superboy is going to be in this season, and Crypto with the fucking dog. But it's fucking super. It's not like cheesy, dude. It's super dark. Really dark, dude. Yeah. Really fucking dark.
It looks like fucking
R-rated dark shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Looks like Arrow. And Arrow's cheesy.
No, dude. It blows everything away. It's the same shit that like Swamp Thing. Did you see Swamp Thing?
I saw the first episode of Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing was great, dude.
Yeah.
They're going to continue doing it. So they didn't say they wouldn't, not do it. They're just taking a break from where they're having to film it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The main chick in Swamp Thing is in I don't know his last name, but the Pascal, the director from Martyrs' latest movie.
Oh yeah.
Incident in the Ghostland.
Yeah.
That's the next movie on my radar.
Yeah. Did you see? I actually saw a surprisingly good movie that I didn't think was going to be that way. Like, I'll catch myself watching those trailers. Like, there'll be like a group of trailers on YouTube, like new trailers this week, and I'll just watch them. I watched one. It's fucking Shia LaBeouf's.
Oh, he plays his dad?
No. That I thought it was gonna be that. I was like, that looks cool, but no,
that one looks crazy.
It's where he's hanging out with like Down syndrome kid, and like the Down syndrome kid's like runs away from home, and they go on it sounds crazy, dude. It sounds like really crazy, but it looks good. And he helps. Then he takes this kid, and they like go on a trip somewhere. But the mom joins him. I don't know. It just looks really fucking crazy. Like, I never thought it would be good. It's something about, what's it called?
The Peanut Butter Falcon.
The Peanut Butter Falcon.
A real Down syndrome kid, or they
yeah, no, it's Down syndrome it's kid? A real, no, that's the crazy part. That is actually one of the crazy parts. That's why it looks so interesting, because it's a real Down syndrome kid.
Like Corky from Life Goes On.
Yeah, I can't believe I haven't thought about that in a long time. Holy shit.
He left the French fry machine on and burned the restaurant down.
Wait.
Serious. I think that was the finale, wasn't it? I interviewed the dad on that show.
Yeah, you also had a rap, didn't you?
5th grade. Yeah, in 4th grade, yeah. It's about not doing drugs as you spark that third blunt.
Yeah, it's kind of like my G.I. Joe called The Rapper.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, you guys, I think you guys explained it to me, or I listened to it on your Absolute podcast on Friday. But you can explain it again.
No, I don't want to.
Why?
I've already explained it on 2 of them, bro.
All right. Just go to Absolute Geek, and you can hear the story of McClay's G.I. Joe the Rapper.
The Rapper. It's too windy in here.
How'd you spark the other ones?
This thing's going out.
Use the blowtorch. We could stop like maybe 10 minutes early just so I could chart, because I'm really worried about that. Well, actually, can you check that battery? Go the other one. Let's see here. Sweet. Oh, should be all right. Yeah, we got 8 minutes anyway.
We can stop it right now, dude.
All right. Well, do you have the slate?
Yeah.
All right. This is the. Do you want to plug anything or?
No.
Sure, just plug your other podcast.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Absolute Geek podcast. We go live every Friday night, 7:30 Arizona time. Yeah, fuck yeah. Check out Absolute Geek. Check out Tales from the Flip Side. We are live every Monday night at 9:30 Eastern, so 6:30 Arizona time.
Hell yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check.
And also,
Check it
if
out.
you're listening to this podcast, if you hit the subscribe button, that helps us out big time.
Yes.
We never say that, actually.
No, we don't.
So
Fuck.
there's a little subscribe button below the video. If you get hit it, that'd help us out big time.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking high as fuck, dude. That Keith fucking egg shit.
Yeah, dude. This shit's a no joke. This shit's no joke. Like about 10 minutes ago, I was like, I'm on a fucking another level.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, this is the Bogcast episode 32. Keith and Bryan. That's a wrap. Thanks, Bryan. We always go through this, so it's weird shit.
Bang!